Hi guys, Yulia here. So today I will be talking about planting spring blooming bulbs. And if you're a new gardener, it could be a little bit confusing. If you're a more experienced gardener, there's always more to learn. So I will start with step number one. And step number one is to select your bulbs. And I would suggest selecting your type of a bulb that you're going to be planting in your garden according to where you live, what's hardy or what's not, and whether you have a shady site or more sunny site, or whether it's wet or dry. So pick your bulbs according to your site conditions. Now step number two is to decide how you want your planting to look in the spring. So you can plant in clumps, like 10 to 12 bulbs put kind of tight together. You can plant in masses, let's say 100 bulbs of the same type. Looks really spectacular. Or you can kind of scatter them around 1 foot apart to let them naturalize. Now the step number three is to pick your tool, and there are numerous ways that you can plant your bulbs. Basically, a shovel is a great tool. You can use a little trowel. I prefer to use an auger attached to my drill. So here comes a plane. There's always a plane in my video. So you can get an auger. They're not that expensive on Amazon. And you attach it to your drill, and you drill holes and put a little fertilizer in there, and put your bulbs in there and cover it with soil. Now the step number four is to actually plant your bulb. Now here I'll show you an example. A lot of times people are confused. This is a little grape hyacinth bulb. The pointy side is up and kind of like the little plumper side is down. You can see the roots kind of coming out. This is a tulip bulb, the same kind of setup. They're a little bit more fatter on the bottom and pointier on the top. So you plant it like this. As for the depth, you basically look at the label of the species or the cultivar of the bulb that you're planting, but the general rule is to plant 3 times the depth of your bulb. So let's say this is a grape hyacinth, so you want to plant it 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be your soil level, and this is going to be where it's going to be in the hole on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. 3 times the height of the bulb. That's a general rule that I've been using for years. There are some bulbs that should be planted deeper, some bulbs that should be planted shallower. And the next step, I think it's step 5, I'm not sure, but the next step is to cover your bulbs, the planting, with soil and some leaves or mulch, so they're nice and warm and cozy for the winter. Now the next step you probably have never heard before, so ta-da! I am about to tell you. Anyway, so the next step is to use golf tees to identify where you planted your bulbs. I lost hundreds or thousands of bulbs over the years. Here comes a cat. She wants to say hi. Oh, she always wants to say hi. I know, girl. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? I know. So I lost a lot of bulbs. She's not alone. She's kind of shaking the camera. I lost a lot of bulbs because what happens, let's say you plant your bulbs, and then later in the season you want to come in and plant something else, like a shrub or a perennial. Sola, go play. Go. No, go play. Like a shrub or a perennial, and you dig into your bulbs, you slice them, and they're gone. So if you put white tees in where you planted your bulbs on the top, you will know where your bulbs are. And you can use orange or red golf tees. They sell them in all different colors. I prefer white. They kind of blend in. They don't stand out, but you can see them. Don't use wooden ones because they kind of disappear in the landscape. You will not find them. So also in the spring, let's say you want to plant something in that spot in the spring, you will know where your bulbs are. This way you can save a lot of heartache. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. In the next part of the video, I'm actually going to be planting my bulbs. If you're not interested, you can stop the video now. If you're interested to see what I'm planting this fall for the next spring, you can keep watching. Now the first area I will be planting is this woodland area, and it already has some daffodil bulbs planted here, and they bloomed beautifully this spring. But ideally I would love to have it more like a daffodil walk. So I will be planting Replet and Sentinel. Now I went to Home Depot a couple days ago and I bought these bulbs at 50% off. They are on huge sale right now. You know, I'm always looking for those savings while gardening. So the bulbs are on sale right now in Home Depot. Anyway, I will be planting more groupings of daffodils here and can't wait to see it. Now another area is under this magnificent Japanese maple, and it's now starting to turn its fall color. I'm actually going to be doing a fall color video, so look out for that. It has a large tree ring, and I was underplanting it for years with snowdrops. So actually that half of the circle is all snowdrops, and this half I already laid out the bulbs. I think I will be planting these beautiful tricolor crocuses. They come out really early and before the tree leaves out, so they'll have plenty of light and they will eventually naturalize in this area. So that will be really pretty. Now over here by the door, I will be planting some sort of purple mix. I think it did not have a name, it just said purple mix, and double negrita, because I really love purple, as you can tell, and I think in the spring it will be really pretty by the door. Now this border here I will be planting up with some alliums. I already have some pink purple impressions here and Globemasters, so I'm trying to grow my collection of alliums. They are just so gorgeous. So I already have some iceberg roses here, and I think the Giganticum and the Gladiator will look really spectacular with these. And over here in my Pachysandra patch, I will have Sentinel daffodils. So I think I will also put them either in groups of 10 or 15. And I've never like sprayed out the circles, but boy, it helps a lot. And here in the border, you can see the circles. I actually marked them out because I just needed help. I have, I think, about 400 tulips going in here, and I needed to kind of see where they're going. So I think I will be planting them in groups of 10 to 12, and I have about 400, and they're all going to be pink and white because our cherry, the flowering cherry, is pink. It's changing full color right now, so it's so pretty. So I think it will be really cool. So I have Foxtrot, which is, I believe, a double, and Albert Heijn, which I believe Albert Heijn is like a supermarket in Holland or something. Pink Impression and White Flag. So all of those circles will be tulips. So this is it for this video. I hope it was helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.